All right, Shalom. Mr. Brother Quishal coming back at you another quick lesson. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this true and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect, all right, as well as those that believe in the gospel, and may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right. And as you can see, the title of this lesson is we have a U.S. economist predicting 2024 will bring biggest crash of our lifetime. All right. And excuse me, this is like I say, we were speaking about this at camp, and not one jot nor tittle. All right. All of these prophecies are going to come to pass, man. All right. And, this is another prophecy, that's is imminent. All right. It's at the door. All right. And as the elder brother goes into all the time, down here, it's just going to be a domino effect from here, man. All right. All we need is just one chip to fall. All right. Once one chip fall, all right, all the chips are going to start falling. All right. When I'm talking about the chips, I'm talking about the prophecies, man. All right. All we need is one to actually come to fruition. All right. We talking about end time prophecies. All right. And once that one, let's say the economy crash, is going to lead to what? Civil wars. All right. Sedition, chaos, riots. It's going to lead to what? Order out of that chaos. All right. Bringing in what? A new system. You see? And ultimately what? The nuclear destruction, World War III, man. You see? So once one of these chips fall, man, everything else is just going to fall right behind it. And, Lord willing, we be a part of that elect number and keep our faith to the end, man. Because we can see that it's clear that we don't have much longer left. All right. We don't have long. All right. Is nigh. All right. Salvation is nigh. Okay. Now I'm going to read a little bit out of this article. All right. It says U.S. economist predicts 2024 will bring biggest crash of our lifetime. All right. Now, what is an economist? All right. According to the scriptures, you see, it's a household manager. All right. From the French economiste, meaning a student of political economy. All right. So when you go into the word economy, what does it mean? Household management. You see, a manager, a steward. That's pretty much it. Dwelling village. I think they has something else in here. But okay, it says wealth and resources of a country. All right. So when you go into this word economist, all right, goes back to economy, which means household management or household manager. All right. When you have someone who manages a house, what do? They keep things in order. They make sure everything is running properly. All right. They're watching things, making sure it's running smoothly. You see? So now you have one of these managers, all right, these household managers predicting, all right, saying that, hey, things not going good. All right. Something big's finna happen. All right. The house is finna catch a fire. All right. Or the house is finna burn down, man. All right. And we, the men of the Lord, all right, the prophets and teachers that's on the highways and byways, teaching this truth in all sincerity and truth, all right, have been telling you this, man. All right. They've been telling you that this economy is going to go. All right. And that once one chip falls, man, as I say, everything else is just going to come to pass. All right. Quickly. You see? Now it says, as the clock ticks closer to 2024, one outspoken economist is making a dire predication about the markets in the new year. Since 2009, quote unquote, since 2009, this has been 100% artificial, unprecedented money printing and deficits. 27 trillion over 15 years to be exact. This is off the charts, 100% artificial, all right, which pretty much means like kind of like fake, all right, or not real, all right, which means we're in a dangerous state. It says Harry Dent told Fox News Digital, I think 2024 it's going to be the biggest single crash year we'll see in our lifetimes. All right. And it says, I'm the guy that's praying for a crash. Salakia. It says, I'm the guy that's praying for a crash while everybody else is not. We need to get back down to normal, and we need to send a message to central banks, he continued. This should be a lesson I don't think we'll ever revisit. I don't think we'll ever see a bubble for any of our lifetimes again. Dent, who spent the majority of his career analyzing proprietary research, credited his against the grain prediction to overvalue markets and excessive stimulus spending. All right, as he said, they just printing up money. All right, you have a $30 trillion debt. All right, how you gonna get out of paying that, man? All right, you just need a great reset. All right, which are buzzwords for those in the know. You see, which is this is leading exactly to what? A great reset. All right. It says overvalued markets and excessive stimulus spending, while recent rallies have overwhelmingly provided investors with mild recession expectations. Dent remained firm. Dent remained firm that an everything bubble will burst next year. All right, housing economy, okay, financial economy, all right, everything bubble, okay. It says historically, market bubbles are characterized by a rapid rise in stock prices before being met by a sharp fall. And as you can see, with this video that I watched, the guys are going into how they're making money because the stocks are going up. They buying short term and selling short term. All right, for those who are into stocks and different things of that sort, or day trading. All right, this is a buzz for get it while you can. All right, because when you trading day trading or trading short-term stocks, all right, and they're constantly on the climb, that it'll be due for a fall, all right? But this economist who predicting that, this will be the biggest crash of our lifetime, all right, he's saying that once it falls this time, it won't be any, coming back from that, all right? It's going to be a total, complete reset from there, all right? In which we know that all of this is orchestrated behind the scenes. Which we know all of this, but, just another warning to be putting out, man, all right? That, this system as we know it is getting ready to be completely done away with, all right? And when they come back online with this new system, all right, you're going to have something to be a part of it, man, all right? But let's see. Yep, it's the book of Ecclesiastes. It's chapter 12, verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, as I just went into, all right, when the economists, all right, these are the keepers of the house, man, all right, the household managers, okay. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, all right, and that's what this guy who's saying, hey, this bubble is getting ready to burst, and this whole thing is going to it's going to crash. That's a characteristic of trembling, man. All right. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right. And we know, this is going to lead to massive layoffs, job losses. All right. Production is going to plummet, and that's what's going to lead to the windows being darkened, because there's like a synonym or a metaphor for, the economy being at there's no room for growth. All right. There's like a metaphor for saying, when you look out the window and you see it's dark, there's nothing to joy in or look forward to, man. All right. So you have these, it's not the first guy to to blow a whistle or say, this economy is going down. All right. It says, in a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves and the grinder cease because they are few. You see, because it's going to be very, very little work. All right. Which is going to lead to what? Peril. All right. Men doing whatever they need to do to survive. All right. Women, children, That's what this thing is ultimately going to lead to, man. Famines. All right. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. As I just said. But so let me jump to the book of Zephaniah. It's chapter 1, I believe, verse 10. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. All right. And we know those hills represents, all right, these stock markets. All right. Let me see if they actually showed a chart of it here. This is kind of what it is, but you look at I forget the exact name of the graph that they use when you look at a stock market graph or whatnot. You can see that it's actually, hills. All right, up and down, up and down, up and down. It looks like hills, man. All right. And it says a great crashing from the hills, this economy going down. It says, how the inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, and all they that bear silver are cut off. You see, so as we know, the Maktesh was one of those chief trading cities, all right, back then, which represents what Wall Street today. All right. It says all the merchant people are cut down and all that bear silver are cut off. All right, because once these things kick off, it's gonna be a drastic change, all right, in America as we know. You see, all right, it's gonna be a time for judgment going out. Might be a famine at the word going on. It's gonna be a lot of different things going on, man. All right, simultaneously. You see. Yeah, and I'll keep reading. It says, and it shall come to pass that at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart that Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses and not inhabit them, and shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. All right, so it ain't gonna be nothing, to enjoy. All right, for you people who are so invested in this society and your 401ks, your IRAs. All right, you're not gonna be able to reap the benefits of that, man. All right. It says you shall build houses, not inhabit them, plant vineyards, but not drink the wine. All right, you're not gonna reap the fruits, all right, of those labors, man. All right, you done spent 25 years on a job. You got a pension, whatever. All right, you just gonna see that all of that stuff be lost in the twinkling of an eye. All right, in a short moment, man. All right, at the snap of a finger. You see, this is what's coming, to the shores of America and the neighboring cities and countries thereof, man. All right, because it's not gonna just be here in America. All right, it's gonna be everywhere. Economies and stock markets, across the globe gonna fail, man. All right. But, mainly, focused on America, because it's the main place where salvation is going to take part off. And, this is going to be the main place that's going to be utterly, completely be destroyed. All right. Completely be desolate, man. All right. Now it says, verse 14, it says, the day of the Lord is near, and it is near, it hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastedness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Uh, Y'all just jump to 18. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make an even, she shall eat, Salaki, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. You see, and that's the point I wanted to get down to. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. All right, which we know according to Proverbs, I believe I bookmarked it, that 11 and 4, it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. All right, your gold, your silver, your money, whatever. All right, in the day of wrath, all right, when all of these things are becoming no more, your riches are not going to profit. All right. Matter of fact, it tells you that in Ezekiel, I like to get it in NLT. I believe it's 7 and 9. Maybe 19. Yeah, that's it. I like to read it in NLT because it says, Ezekiel 7 and 19, they will throw their money in the streets, tossing it out like worthless trash. Their silver and gold won't save them. On that day of the Lord's anger, it will neither satisfy nor feed them, for their greed can only trip them up. All right. And I'll read it in the KJV as well. But, for you to have and throw money in the streets, man. All right. It's talking about this fiat currency. All right. These paper FRN notes. All right. You don't see $100 bills just flying in the street because it's not going to be worth nothing, man. All right. It's not going to be something that you can use to profit you. All right. When the Lord's wrath is in the earth, man. All right. When this economy crashes and things go belly up, man. You see? It says 7 and 19 in the KJV, it says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. All right, we know gold and silver, all right, when it was written during the times of Ezekiel, all right, which is a prophecy that this will happen. The currency back then was actual gold and silver coins or shekels, all right, which they used to call, all right, or cattle or servants, man. All right. The gold and silver now is, as I just mentioned, these paper FRN notes, man, they don't mean anything. All right. Of course, back then, actual gold and silver always had value to it. All right. Even when you go on a national debt clock, it'll tell you the US dollar is zero compared to gold, zero compared to silver. All right. We're talking about the value of it. It's zero, man. All right. So we could clearly see that, these things are not going to be able to be used. All right. Yeah, you might, be able to finesse a little bit with some money here and there to a peon or a retard to finesse your way through, when times get wacky. All right. You may be able to finesse, may the Spirit of the Lord be with you. All right. Speaking to the hopefully elect, with some paper money that somebody might actually go for. All right. But, majority of these people, if they don't have the Spirit of the Lord with them, they're not going to be able to finesse and do things or get things, with paper money, man. Because most going to know, hey, this don't mean nothing. All right. Let me see. I had a few more, I ended off. Now, this backing up the point in, I believe that was Zephaniah. This is Second Esdras chapter 16 and 45. It says, and therefore they that labor in vain. You see? Which is why we are in the mindset of not trying to build, or invest, or put our all into this in the Babylon, man. All right. As it says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives, and in captivity and famine shall they get children. You see? Because we know, all of these things can be lost. That's a demon. Can be lost in the twinkling of an eye, man. All right? We know that all of these things can be taken away, all right? And we know at the end of the day that it might help you now, but in the day the Lord's wrath is not going to help you either, okay? Which is why we always bring this scripture out. It's one of my favorites. Is Matthew 6 and 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. You see, when they crash this economy, all right, and these people see millions of dollars empty out of their bank accounts within a snap of a finger, man, all right, they're going to wish that it was some way for them, to not have their treasures stolen, all right? Because that's what's going to happen, It's going to seem as though somebody stole it from them. It says, verse 20, it says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. You see? These treasures that we putting up in the heavens, all right, doing the work of the Lord, nobody can take this from us, man, all right? They can't crash the spiritual treasures, you see? At least the Lord take the spirit away from you. And Abarat Desire, he don't, I read verse 21. It says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will also. There will your heart be also, Salaki, And that's where our treasure is, Our heart goes into what? Our la'ab, which is our mind. So we focused on the kingdom, man. Focused on doing the work, and then the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, all right, which is going to deliver us. Let me see, go back to the Proverbs 11, I believe. It was 11:4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. You see, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. All right. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but the transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. All right. So the righteous, the perfect or the upright, are going to be the ones that's putting up those spiritual treasures, man. All right. But the wicked, the transgressors, they're going to be taken in their own naughtiness. All right. They're going to fall by their own wickedness. Why? Because they chose to invest into the ways of Esau and his society, man. All right. Which is ultimately going to get them punished. You see? Now, I believe I had one more. I'm going to end it off in that. In Proverbs 23:4, it says, labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? Question mark. So will you set your eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings and fly away as an eagle toward heaven. All right. Completely disappear. All right. So, that was pretty much the point. I ended off right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Before I get out of here, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this true rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Until next time, I say shalom.